Hi viewers, welcome back to our channel Make Math Easy. So in today's class we are going to discuss about elimination method. In the last class already we saw the substitution method from the simple model to the complex model and difficult model. So in this class, in the same way, we are going to discuss about the elimination method. So let's get started. See, let us start with the simple one. 2x minus y is equal to 5. 3x minus 5y is equal to 4. So we know that the elimination method meaning itself is nothing but you have to eliminate the variable. How to eliminate the variable? From any one of the equation we just have to make the coefficients equal, so that you can just do addition or subtraction accordingly. The term will get eliminated and you will get the other value. So let us see that in the first equation I will try to multiply with 5. So this is equal to 25, and the second equation I will keep as is without simplifying anything. So what happened here? Previously we are having the value of coefficient of y is 1 here, but here I am having 5. So I just want to make this as an equal by multiplying with 5. So what happened now? 10x minus 5y is equal to 25. Now what I will do? I will do the subtraction, because if I have to eliminate y term, then I have to eliminate the do the subtraction now. So if I do the subtraction, 5y and minus 5y will get cancelled. So this is 7x is equal to 21, x is equal to 3. So x is equal to 3 you got. Next, how to find y? Obviously by substituting in any of these two equations. So I will substitute in the first one. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1 equal to 5. So you will be getting y is equal to 1. So the important point that you have to remember in case of the elimination method is, first you have to look for what terms or what coefficients we can make it equal, so that we can do the subtraction part. Accordingly, you have to just multiply with the sortable factor, so that the terms will be having the same quotient, so that if you just do the subtraction, terms will get cancelled out. Okay. Now let us see one more question. 2x plus 3y is equal to 7, and 4x plus 3y is equal to 11. 2x plus 3y is equal to 7, 4x plus 3y is equal to 11. So let us see again. Here you don't need to multiply with anything. Why? Because you just observe 3y and 3y. If you just do the subtraction, that itself will give you the answer. So I will just take the first equation, 4x plus 3y is equal to 11. Second equation, 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. If you do the subtraction, this is 4x minus 2x is 2x is equal to 4. So you will be getting x is equal to 2. So if you substitute x is equal to 2 in any of these two equations, you will get the value of y. I am substituting in the first equation because this is somehow simple for me. 3y is equal to 7. So 3y is equal to 7 minus 4, 3. You are getting again y is equal to 1. So it's a very simple method. You just have to think of what is the sortable factor that has to be multiplied for any particular equation out of those two, and after multiplying with that particular factor, what we have to do? Is it a subtraction or addition? What we have to do? Accordingly, we have to do the simplification to get the values of x and y. Okay. Now, till now we saw very simple questions. Now let us see the questions involved with the variables. In the sense, like unknown terms, something like a, b, like that. Here these are all the numbers that we are aware. We know with what we should multiply to arrive at the answer. Now let us see this question. 2 times of ax minus by plus a plus 4b is equal to 0 is the first equation. 2 times of bx plus ay plus b minus 4a is equal to 0. See, solve this system pair of linear equations of this form. You see here, first thing, here everything is in terms of AB only, right? So let us do it in this way, by just if you expand it to ax minus 2by plus a plus 4b is equal to 0, first equation. I am just taking the second equation also in the similar way, 2bx 2ay plus b minus 4a is equal to 0. Let this be first equation, let this be second equation. Now first thing what you can think is where you are having the different sign. That will be easy for you, because if you are able to identify the different signs, later if you multiply with a suitable factor, what will happen? If you just do the addition, then that itself will give you the resultant, right? So I am just concentrating on these two terms as of now. Why? Because these two are having opposite sign. So this is 2b, this is 2a. So it is giving me a thought that 1 into a has to do and second equation into b has to be done. Why? Because for these two, b and a, so that means the factor that you are having are ab obviously, right? Because if I say 2 and 3, what I will do, I will look for a 6 number. How to get a 6? If I have a 2 somewhere here and 3 somewhere here, I will just look for, try to multiply these two, then I will be getting 6 actually. So I will think in such a way, what has to be multiplied with 2 so that I will get 6, what has to be multiplied with 3 so that I will get 6. So what I am doing here indirectly is I am just looking for a common factor there. Similarly, here b and a are there, the common factor will become ab. So that's why first equation I am multiplying with a, that will give me 2a square x minus 2aby plus a square plus 4ab equal to 0. And the second equation will become 2b square x, because you are multiplying with b, 2aby plus b square minus 4a square is 4ab is equal to 0, right? So now see how simple it became now. Now if you just look for the common term that has to be cancelled out, 2aby will get cancelled out. You are having 2a square plus 2b square of x, and this 4ab also will get cancelled, and you are having a square plus b square is equal to 0. Clear? So you need to find the value of x, right? So what I will do, I will just send this terms to other side. From here 2 also can be taken common. 2a square of b square plus x is equal to minus of a square plus b square. So cancel out these two, you will get x is equal to minus 1 by 2. Right? So like this, first main important thing is with what factor you have to multiply both the equations. This is the main question that will come to our mind. You just have to look for, as I explained in this example, you just have to look for the common factor or common multiple that it is having. Accordingly, you will get a thought of what has to be multiplied here under, right? Now, you got already the value of x, substitute the value of x here to get the value of y. Okay, so I am substituting in the first equation, then what I will have, 2a into minus 1 by 2 will give me minus a, minus 2by plus a, 4b equal to 0. Plus a minus a will get cancelled, 2by is equal to 4b, which will give me y is equal to, right? So though it is looking this much complicated, what made us to do in a simple way? Because we just identified first what are the terms that are having opposite sign. Second, you are able to identify what is the common multiple for these two, and accordingly we selected the factor correctly. That's why we are able to get the answer correctly, right? This is the thing. Now let us do one more question in the similar model. See this is the another one. Solve for x and y, same thing. A square x plus b square y is equal to c square. Next one, b square x plus a square y is equal to d square. Now observe this question. A square x plus b square y, b square x plus a square y equal to d square. So if I just write it like this, b square x plus a square y is equal to d square. Let me write like in this way. Then it will be easy for you also to understand what we are actually going to do. So first thing, as I told you, first step, identify the different symbols. There is no different symbols at all, so that is violated. Come to the next one. Then you just have to think of any one term has to be eliminated, either x or y, and then accordingly we will think of what is the common factor that has to be multiplied. You just observe here, this is a square, b square, b square, a square. So obviously the common factor will become, that common multiple will become a square, b square. So what I will do, I will try to eliminate x. For example, first equation I will multiply with b square. That will give me a square, b square, x plus b power 4y is equal to c square, b square. Second equation I will multiply with a square. Then I will get a square, b square, x, a power 4y is equal to d square, a square. I think now you got the clarity why we are multiplying first with b square, second with a square. Because when you don't have the opposite sign, the thing that has to come to your mind is which term you want to eliminate. You can take either x or y, it's up to you. Accordingly, you will multiply. Okay. So I decided to eliminate x. So just I am multiplying correspondingly. This is minus, minus, minus. So this will get cancelled out. From these two, y if I take common, I will be getting b power 4 minus a power 4 is equal to c square, b square minus d square, a square. So y term will become b square, c square minus a square, d square divided by a power 4 minus b power 4. This is the one. Right? Now you have to find the value of x. So substitute here to get the value of x. So I am substituting in 1. So that a square x, b square into y is b square c square minus a square d square by a power 4 minus b power 4 is equal to c square. Okay. So we don't need to worry about this much calculation. You just have to do it in a systematic way to get the answer. So I need x value. So a square x I will keep it as it is. C square minus, I will just multiply this inside, b power 4 c square minus a square b square d square. I will put it in the bracket, divided by a power 4 minus b power 4. Now I will do this multiplication by taking the LCM and all. So I will be getting a power 4 c power 4, sorry, a power 4 c square minus b power 4 c square minus b power 4 c square plus a square b square d square whole divided by a power 4 minus b power 4. Right? So you need the value of x. So x, if you leave it like this, it will become a square will come to the denominator. So this is minus 2b power 4 c square will come. So if you just rewrite that one, y is equal to a power 4 c square minus 2b power 4 c square minus a square b square d square divided by a square of a power 4 minus b power 4. This is the value of y. So you just have to be taking care of what is the symbols and all. That is a very important thing. So the 2 points you have to remember when you are dealing with the elimination method. First thing, you should identify, is there any opposite signs? If there is no opposite signs, what we have to do? We just have to look for, select one variable that you want to eliminate, either x or y, it's up to you. Accordingly, look for the common multiple and then multiply with the particular factor so that that term will get eliminated and you will be getting correspondingly the answer for the other variables. Okay? Right. So mainly we will use elimination method for the word problems. It will be easy for us. So as I told you before also, it is not necessary that you have to only use this particular method for solving any word problem. That's up to you in the examination unless until they specify for that. Okay. Hope you like this video. In the next class we will learn about the cross multiplication method. Thank you for watching.